Hey everyone, I was browsing the internet on CoinGecko, and then I found MULTPOOL. Guys, it's an amazing coin, really. I did a whole study, and I'll share some of the points I noted down with you. And there's a gamification project and a liquidity pool. It's incredible, and I'm going to present it to you here. The coin that caught my attention from the very beginning was the chart. The coin has already been around for 5 months, and just look at this chart. A stable chart, a steadily growing chart, always going up. And one important detail, it had a period of stabilization here where the price stayed steady for a while, and then it kept rising. Very good, really, very good. Another detail, it has a significant amount of buying activity throughout the entire day. And a very important detail I noticed is that the purchases come from different wallets, from various wallets. I checked a lot of wallets here, wallets that really have daily activity. So everything indicates that these are real people's wallets, not bots. So it's real activity, okay? So that's another thing I checked. Another important detail I checked is the liquidity issue. It's locked for 999 years on UNE, on NCX, which is one of the biggest lock companies in the world, okay? I also made sure of this, and I was also impressed by it. The lock here has the infinity symbol for 999 years. Other details I noted, which I also found very good about the coin, is this aspect here. Look, folks. It's about the holders, which really caught my attention. The issue with the coin here, look, if anyone here on PolisCam is, I noticed that the coin really does have consistent activity throughout the entire day. And it has a burn-based economic model. You can see here, look, there are several thousands here. These addresses here carry out burns frequently, all day long. Very good, so it's a deflationary coin. I even checked its official burn contract right here, examining when it was created, when it started, and how the entire burn process unfolded. There are a total of 495 pages of burns. And here's an important detail. When I go back to the very beginning, the coin started with exactly 100 million units. And today, the coin has here 80 million. 195,000 coins. This is very good. Okay, guys, the coin is really very deflationary. This really caught my attention. Another important detail I noticed about the coin is its distribution. If we come here and take a look at holders, this very first address right here, which actually holds 76% of the coin, I was honestly quite impressed. This here is the liquidity, okay? It's the available liquidity. And here, this second wallet that I also checked was exactly the lock wallet, the lock from NCX, okay? In other words, the coin is also very well distributed. You can see that the largest holder of the coin has 368,000 coins, 0.0.41 of the supply. So that's very good as well. And as I saw, it's very well distributed. You can see it here. Amazing, guys. I really like the coin in this regard, and I must say it truly impressed me. Let's move on. One thing that really caught my attention is the fact that the coin only has buy orders, and this is specifically due to its unique mechanism. I got to know MULTPOOL Cash, and after learning more about it, I've already made my move to show you all, and everything is ready at this very moment. Now I'm going to access my MetaMask wallet, so right now I'm in the process of accessing my MetaMask. I come here in my web browser, and I'm going to access the MULTPOOL Cash feature. This is how I navigate to it and get started. Impressive here, really, really cool. Let's take a look here. This is MULTPOOL Cash. Look at these important details, right? I made my first move and it's already finished. I did the claim, right? I tested everything properly. I received my tokens. My move was for 100. I received 105 TARs, my $100 back and $5 profit. On the first move, my first move took about 7 days, okay? My first move. So we'll keep following along, but it's amazing to earn that profit in tokens in just 7 days. It was wonderful, okay, guys? So this was my first move. So it was really good, all right? Automatically, I already made a new move. I took out my $5 profit and made a new move. I could have also reinvested, okay? My move and done compound interest. In this case, I wouldn't have an order of just $100. I would have an order of $110 from the start and would earn 10% on top of 110. Because when I use compound interest, when I reinvest in the move, I earn additional returns, 10%. So 5% on the claim and 10% on the reinvestment, all right? So if I come here to access my move and I have access to the blockchain, everything is in order. And look how interesting this is. My move was $100. My coins weren't even $100. They were at $99.92 and automatically, right? Yeah, I finished my move at 110, right? Yeah, this time I'm going to reinvest. All right, and here's an important detail. Okay, guys, I actually make this move all the time. Just so you know, my capital doesn't turn into a balance. It wasn't sent to anyone, no. It generated a purchase of MPU. That's why there are so many purchases in the order book. And a very important detail, I stay in currency. My order is placed. Since my move generated a currency purchase, 100% of my amount from my move went into the market. My $100 went there and bought MPU, which gave me 46,000 MPU, and it already placed an order above with a 10% profit, okay? This is the gamification. My task within the game is to make the move. Take the action of depositing Tether and making my move, and automatically our smart contract system places my order for me and already creates my liquidity in the pool. And I just stay here, simply waiting for my M1S to turn into USDT so that I can make a new move. Here is my individual pool. I can also check all the community's moves, not just mine. For example, there's a move now of $2,000. It's here in the range, and as you can see, it's already almost $2,200. It's already being converted into TT and also into USDT. And here, as you can observe, there are several different moves happening. These moves that are in red have already been made and are positioned, right? And these moves that are highlighted in green, they're currently in range. They're going there, they're in range, and you can clearly see that. And that's it, guys. Very good. Totally 100% transparent and decentralized, okay? The most important thing to remember is that everyone here has complete control over their own moves and decisions. An important detail here is that you get to choose the exact amount you want to play with according to your preference. You can choose multiples of 100, 100, 200, 300, and so on, and 400, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000. So you choose your move here. You just need to approve your USDT in your wallet. At this moment, it has 16 USDT. I would need 1 or 10, so I'm going to make the minimum move, right? But if I have $2,000, I can make a $2,000 move, just like there is already a $2,000 move. Someone did it, so guys, this is the MULTPOOL. If you haven't made a move yet, it simply won't show up here in your back office. So yes, you can check the entire pool here directly and publicly in your wallet interface and see how everyone's moves are working, as well as everyone who's participating, okay? Here, in this section, it only counts and displays the new moves that have been made. When you use compound interest and start a new cycle, it actually doesn't count here. So here, for example, you can get a sense of just how strong it is. There have already been more than 70 new moves. And that's not counting the people who are starting a new cycle of moves. So, just so you can see, this is my wallet here. The last digits are 95C7. Let's go. Let's go back to the book. And when I come back here to the book, as you can see, just look at all of these purchases. And here, look, everything is right here. Each wallet is different, folks. Everything is 100% organic through community members. That's what caught my attention. So why is that? Because the market is highly manipulated, especially the buy and sell orders, liquidity impulses. Usually they're high-frequency bots. Not here. Here, a technology was developed for members to build this volume. Shall we find my move here? 1 minute. Let's go here. Look here, how interesting. Let's go here. Here's my move, see? See? 100% of my $100 you see here bought the coin, and I can automatically verify it. On the blockchain, it created my move. Look here, $100 bought 46,000 coins, just as I showed you earlier in the liquidity section, and it automatically created the liquidity for us. Guys, this is truly multipool streams of cash. The most extensive gamification of liquidity pools ever seen in the market. This is going viral, okay? This started just 7 days ago, has already moved thousands of dollars, and consequently will move millions of dollars in a short period of time. Okay, everyone, so come and be a part of it. Impeccable. I checked everything, okay? A big hug to everyone. Until the next video.